It's like Eminem's first single came out on that before he even blew up, stuff like that. And then Pharoah Monch, the Alcoholics were on it, Dilated Peoples were on it, just a whole bunch of stuff. You know, that's the era that we came up in, that late '90s underground independent movement. You know, I don't know. In Montgomery County, to be honest, I never really found it to have, as far as when we got into hip hop and our music, how it relates to our careers, it never really provided a whole lot, a big outlet for that. You know, we were lucky enough to, you know, be friends and find out that we both listened to hip hop music, and our man Glaze, you know, we all kind of shared a real common interest in it. But as far as growing up in the Montgomery County area, and especially because we were in high school, we couldn't get into any spots in DC, it was hard, you know, as far as wanting to pursue music. That's why I personally felt like leaving and going up to New York City was the way to do it. But, you know, growing up here was great. You know, it was fun. It's a beautiful area. Coming back, it's just like, it's amazing to be in, you know, it's beautiful out here. But it's just at some point, to pursue our passions, you know, we had to go to bigger places, though. That's all I feel like.
I think everyone getting started, like, in hip-hop, felt like you just start out and you're like, I just want to make this music, you know what I mean? And, like, after a while, you start to realize that you can't just make the music, because there's so much more that goes into it besides, you know, just creating songs and recording them, basically. There's so many different internet outlets and different places that you gotta put yourself out there, and you gotta constantly be working on things.
It goes, yeah, like you said, it goes way beyond the whole making of the music. You know, it gets to a point where you have it all. And back in the day, it was like, great, if you create a demo tape somehow, somebody will pick you up and say, let's sign you, let's put your record out, let's go. Nowadays, it's not like that. And the artist really has to do all of the groundwork. An artist has to accomplish an insane amount of stuff, basically, before he can even think that somebody's going to maybe sign him. He has to establish his own fan base. So what that means is, you know, going on places like MySpace and Facebook and doing shows for free, contacting clubs, you know, even as simple, if you want to put an album out, okay, you recorded the songs, now what? You got to find a guy that'll design a cover for you, and you got to mix it and make it sound good. We're fortunate enough, because I'm actually an engineer. I record music all day long, and so is Glaze. He's actually an engineer. We go beyond just making beats, so we can record all of our music, and we don't have to wait. But the average artist has to, you know, they have to pay to go into a studio, and they have to wait at the hands of another person to edit all of their material. And even then, it's like, there's just so much more where it kind of really takes away for a little while. To be honest, I think the internet and just the whole immediate access to artists of all genres, not just musicians, but filmers and artists and whatever, the internet makes it available now so that you can accomplish it all on your own. You know, you don't have to wait for somebody to come in and say, you're the one that I'm going to choose. You can get famous. You can put yourself out there if you're willing to work a lot harder. Because like I said before, when you got signed, somebody else did all these things for you. Now, because of the internet and because of the facilities that are out there, you can take it upon yourself to get a graphic design, get a video made for yourself, get the album recorded and mixed, put it online, get it onto iTunes, all without the help of other people. And it's only because of the internet. I would say it definitely helps.
I mean, I think the first single off our newest album is a track called Less Talk, More Walk. It's basically just a song to everybody saying to stop talking about all the bad things that are going on and actually do something about it. I mean, get out there.
Or even talking about all the things that you're gonna do in your life. Quit talking about them, go do them. You know, now's the time. Basically, now's the time to go out and do it. Beyond that, you know, one big theme in our music is just do what you love. You know, find the time to do it. There are a lot of things going on in the world right now that make that really hard to accomplish, but, you know, we think real strongly that if a person finds a passion in their life, that they can find some way to pursue it. Even if they're not making money of it, take time to make it a hobby. So, you know, that's what we project in our music, and we're trying to take that one step further by, you know, that's just our music, that's just us talking, but we're trying to bring that idea to the kids firsthand by actually creating educational programs. That's our goal with our music. That's what we're starting to get into, which is creating programs that teach hip-hop and teach DJing or teach rapping. And we've actually done one or two things at a few different recreation camps up in New York and public schools up in New York, where we've given lectures to kids and we've provided little demonstrations with turntables where we show the kids how easy it is, and you know, we really get them to understand that if there's something that they really enjoy doing, you know, there are facilities, there are people out there that are going to let them do it. You know, it's not just school and work all the time. We can find time to do what we love.
Running late, heading to the gate. Wait, I'm straight, half baked, but the plane is delayed. Oh great, sparking the